broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
How about a nice round of applause? Olivia Freni, senior at Revere High School. Thank you, Olivia.
Oh, she's good.
Gotten better,
Gotten better. She is fantastic. That was Revere's own Olivia Freni, daughter of Mr. Rick Freni, who's sitting right beside me doing the play-by or the call.
Good job, Olivia! Good job!
Nice, proud dad moment. Again, Olivia Freni, student at Revere High School.
That was nice. She gives me goosebumps every time, Patty. Sing the national anthem for events since she was 11 years old.
It never gets old for her. It's every time she sings it, it's special. Every single time.
22 furlong.
And she was our good luck charm with all the games that she did for us.
You good.
Back to receive.
Pop Warner, your games were undefeated when she showed up.
So Revere's going to receive the ball to start the game. This could be a good luck sign as well. The Revere fielded the ball first last game, and if you remember, number 25, Joey Lanos, returned it for an 80-yard kick return, touchdown to start off the season.
Kicking off for Peabody, 55, Swanton.
So that's number 55, Joseph Swanton, a senior at Peabody High, opening today's game with the kickoff.
He's got an offset hash. I think that they've done some scouting, watching them early in the game. They didn't want to. They don't want to kick it to Joe. So right off the bat, it looks like it's going to tail off to out of bounds. That's
that's
a legal kick.
That's a good position to start the game there, Pat.
Flag on the play.
Great field position. So they lined up on that far hash mark, kicked it right out of bounds, setting up the Revere team at the 40-yard line.
He couldn't want it. Watch a re-kick, Peabody will kick over again.
So it looks like Revere elected to accept the penalty and push back the kick. It's going to be a re-kick. They want to return this ball. That's part of the game is getting into space and finding some room. They have two good returners. They have Furlong and Joey Lanos. Both kids they're a threat every time they touch the ball.
Hey, kid. Your voice got deep in it. Very nice job, honey.
You did great, honey. Great.
Once again.
Oh, you said, hey, you said, Mr. Ira.
I can't believe you're a senior.
You're a senior. So again, Joseph Swanton, 55, kicking from the far hash mark. This time he's kicking from the 35-yard line.
All right, let's try this one more time, Pat. Here we go.
This time a line drive kick. Joey's picking it up at the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. Nice return. Still isn't down. He's breaking more tackles.
Wow.
And again, Joey Lanos takes it to the 45-yard line, the Peabody 45-yard line. Great starting field position again.
He failed it at about his 20-yard line and returned it 35 to the Peabody 45. So great starting position and great call, refusing that penalty there in the first kickoff there, Pat.
Absolutely. Great field position. He's a tough takedown. And if you remember, I was at the Peabody away game last year, and this is the game that Joey got injured. They had a couple tough injuries that game. They were still able to muscle out a win. But I can only imagine that's on his mind tonight. Calvin Boudreau starting off under center. Simple handoff to the left, 25. Joey's going to take the ball about 3 to 4 yards.
On the carry.
Second down and 6.
Casey in on that last tackle for Peabody.
Joe Casey and Philip Makosi on the tackle for the Tanners.
Second and 7 for Revere from the Peabody 42.
That was a short
They
game.
spotted him back just a bit. It's going to be second down and 7. Boudreau under center. Toss, handoff to Lanos in space, tripped up, gets to the 30-yard line, enough for a first down. He was one trip up from a touchdown.
Casey in on that last tackle for Peabody. First and 10 for Revere from the Peabody 30-yard line.
They're just running this ball, Pat, right now, running right down the throats.
Again, so Boudreau's under center. He was in shotgun formation many times last game. Under center, you got to end around to Murphy. 7's making it for about an 8-yard gain.
Murphy on the carry.
Murphy on a little bit of a jet action, took the handoff direct from Boudreau, took it for 7 yards. So it's going to be second down and short, second down and 3. And again, they're already in scoring position down to the 23-yard line.
Not one pass play yet, all rushes, and everything is on the positive side. Second and a couple. We're getting deep into Tanner territory early here in the first quarter.
There's no reason to, don't push the overcomplicated button if you don't have to. Handoff up the middle, Lanos. Again, he's a tough takedown. He was swooped up there by a host of Tanners.
Brandon Glass was in on that tackle.
Loss of a yard. It's going to be
Glass, a junior for Peabody High School.
Third down and 4.
Third and 4 for Revere.
So we lost one there in that play, Pat. What do you think, another run, or are we going to pass play?
What do we see here? We're going to see what the formation now. I was watching Peabody in the pregame, and they were running Revere's plays to prepare their defense. So they're well scouted.
Only
But
3 down linemen here.
watch the little slant pass hit a Furlong. And it's going to be a pass play. Furlong was the guy, and
Oh, wow.
Boudreau was stacked up. He got sacked.
That was a
10-yard
junior.
loss.
Junior for Peabody, Kyle Maglione. Broke up that play and put them out of field goal territory. Put them back to the 35, Pat.
Doesn't look like they're going to be punting here.
15 for Revere.
4th and 15. That was a nice play. I saw it definitely lined up like mentioned. There was a little bit of a slant play. Didn't come out quick enough. The defense was all over Boudreau. He got sacked. Glad he held on to that one. Looks like Revere's going to take a timeout and talk it over.
Timeout, Revere.
Back-to-back juniors for Peabody, Maglione and Glass, pushing Revere back. Timing on the field.
As mentioned, Revere playing Peabody. Peabody well scouted, and you saw them before the game. They were working on Revere's plays as they probably took film in on them, and you could watch them taking Revere's plays and running them against their defense with their scout offense. And that's a sign of a well-coached team. Peabody has Coach Betancourt, who's been there for a while in many different systems, but coaching Peabody always has had some success. So Revere is going to be back to punt here.
I feel bad.
Talked it over. They want to probably pin him back.
He's always sick about that.
21.
Riazzi back to punt. Punt is up. It's going to hang up there just a bit. Oh, that's a great little punt if they can down it. No, and
What was that, Pat?
it looks like there might have been some confusion on where the ball, the football was rolling, and they were unable to get it before it reached the goal line. So it is a touchback. Tough play there. That was an excellent kick and just the perfect bounce, but I think there's some confusion.
Yeah, Pat, that was a mental breakdown on the pass right there. They had them pinned inside the 5, maybe inside the 2, and I think the kicking team just didn't realize how close they were to that end zone. That's unfortunate. It's a 20-yard gain there for Peabody on that one. 1st and 10 Tanners.
First and 10, a little handoff up the middle, and he's got some space. Looks like Cam Kuzi for about a 6-yard gain there.
And that's Leonis there with the tackle, number 25 for the Pats.
On the carry.
They got a little RPO going on there. 41 is actually the ball carrier.
Yeah, that was a good fake.
That's Angel Paulino, number 41 on the carry.
He's also one of the captains of the team.
This is a cross between a wildcat and an RPO. So what happens here, just like you watch in the pros, the quarterback is trying to get the end to commit to either going towards the quarterback, biting in. If he comes in, usually they're going to hand it off to try and bounce it out. If they don't, the quarterback is usually going to try and keep it. They'll also pass out of this formation. QB's going to keep it there. Not much of a gain. He got 2-3 yards, but it's going to be 4th down, 4th and 4. Pin back inside their own territory. I think Peabody's going to come back to pass. I'm sorry, come back to punt.
4th and 4 for Peabody.
That was 6. Hernandez in on the tackle for Revere.
That's good. He was the one that was little miscue on the kick or the punt. So Furlong's back to receive. He's got plenty of room. Number 22 at the 50-yard line, and he's going to get stacked up. Just hang on to that ball again. Not bad starting field position. They're
On the return.
going to start off at the 49, so the Peabody 49-yard line.
That plenty of room to return closed down quickly as the kicking team for the Tanners were right on top of them. So they drove down last time, but they were unsuccessful with a couple of juniors for the Tanners with a couple of big stops there, forcing Revere to punt after a successful drive.
I think that, again, you just go with the run game until they show they can stop it. Quick snap here, toss, sweep to Lanos, got some space. He's only going to get about 2 yards. Number 34 for Peabody makes a nice tackle from behind Chris Faraka.
With Boa.
Yeah, Boa and Faraka there on the tackle. A lot of underclassmen starting on this Peabody team, Pat.
From the Peabody 47-yard line.
Well, you can tell from the silence, Peabody has a full team, a lot of good size over there. I believe they are a Division I team. Rivere's done well against them. They've had good matchups, gone both ways over the last few years. So, shotgun snap for Boudreau. He's got an open man, and the pass is dropped.
Incomplete pass.
That was Lucas Barbosa, captain. Had the ball in his hands. He just needs to make that catch and figure out what to do with it. I think he wanted to go running before he caught that ball. Good sign, though. The pass was there. Pass was right on the money. Man was open. And as we all know, Lucas Barbosa is a very fast individual. He can get open into space. He's a deep threat. So they're going to be able to keep this team off balance. Shotgun formation for Boudreau. It's back to pass again. He's got time. He's going to throw it. And what a nice catch by 12. Dylan Day on a great catch.
Day on the reception from Cal.
Day is a big target. He comes out of a sneaky formation. Tight end spot.
37-yard line.
Just goes 10 yards down the field and posts up for a nice pass. Great play. Great catch by Dylan Day. Great pass by Boudreau. And those guys have been connecting together since the Patriots, the Revere Junior Patriots, many years ago. They were a great tandem. Boudreau's back under center. Joey Lanos in the backfield. Murphy on the near side. Back to pass again, and he's going deep. Murphy was on the corner. The pass was there. It was broken up by the Peabody defender. Good effort on all parts.
Incomplete pass.
The other guys in the booth want a flag. Tough call.
That was a close play there. That was good coverage all the way. That could have went either way.
Billy up here in the booth wants a call.
I appreciate the no call. That was a good defensive play right there. 2nd and 10.
Well, again, they're showing many different formation, many different plays. Revere is showing how balanced they can be on the offensive attack. So we'll see what happens here on second down. 2nd down and 10 at the 36, 37-yard line. Boudreau in shotgun, and Boudreau is going to a little bit of a
penalty.
That was a
flag in the back. It was either over the line of scrimmage.
That was a lateral pass. That was absolutely a lateral pass. I don't know what they're calling here. Oh, they're calling a holding.
One of the big guys got caught, Pat.
Right. So I wasn't sure if they were throwing the flag for a forward pass, but that was a lateral pass, and unfortunately had someone holding. Whenever you get out into space, sometimes it's easy to see when you're one-on-one on the outside.
Well, it was a great innovative play right there. That was good for a first down. Unfortunately, the holding made that happen and freed the receiver up there. So that all goes for naught. We're going to replay 2nd down, and if I'm correct, it's going to be 2nd and 20.
So here's another new rule, Rick, which you may not know. As mentioned last game, referees or the high school football has gone to federation rules, so it's going to be spot files from where the hold takes place. It's really devastating.
Oh wow, oh my!
So it's not just a typical 10-yard
hold. Yeah, that's 2nd and about 25.
Boudreau back to pass.
Pat, that's 2 draw passes right now for some good positive yardage. What's going on here with the hands tonight?
It's coming. They could have some nerves. It's a little early in the game. The kids are playing well, but a couple drop passes, couple ones you'd like to get back.
But Joe's putting them right on the numbers.
That's good to see. Good sign. They'll come. So it's going to be 3rd down and very long, about 25, 3rd and 25 at the Patriot 48.
We're past midway point here. The first quarter, no score. Revere 3rd and very long on their own 47-yard line.
Boudreau, little handoff draw. Nice play. Joey's going to get to the 49-yard line. It was a draw. Nice play trying to catch them sleeping, playing a little bit too much of a prevent, but they sniffed it out. So Riazzi's going to be back to punt again.
Maglioni's everywhere for the Tanners tonight. He's really stuffing up that middle.
4th and 22 for Revere from midfield.
And Brandon Glass as well. They're stuffing that middle up there for the Tanners, making it tough to run.
Riazzi back to punt. Snap is off. The kick is off. It's not sure if it got tipped or it was just a bad kick, but it was not a great kick. It goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So Peabody's going to have decent field position to start their 2nd drive of the night.
Revere, 2 drives, 2 punts. Peabody, 1 drive, 1 punt. Let's see how they do here in the 2nd drive. No score. We were, some people were anticipating a high-scoring game, but right now this is no score on the board. This is the best starting position Peabody has had so far at their own 37-yard line, Pat.
So we'll see what Peabody does. They got 41 in the backfield. Oh, a little bit of a false start on that side.
Yes.
The 10 is their quarterback.
Yeah, the right tackle, he moved prior to the snap, but they let that one go.
Danisco on the handoff. I think they got away with a little bit of some early action on the offense, but 2nd down and 7.
Angel Polino with the run, a senior, another co-captain for the Tanners.
Peabody's shot in the shotgun formation. They got 3 on the far side, 1 on the near side.
That's it. Trips left. Here we go.
QB's going to keep it himself. He's going to get stacked up for about a 4-yard gain. They're staying with that little RPO.
Disco on the carry.
The junior QB with a little scamper. That's good for a couple.
A Tui in on that last tackle for Revere.
Injury on the field there, Pat. Who we got down?
Officials timeout for an
It
injured
looks like
player.
Hernandez, number 6. I can't tell who's on the ground.
Trying to see what part of the body they're tending to. He might have got a good hit right in the gut.
It looks like they're checking. I can't tell if they're checking on his hand or his arm. But you got Keith over there, and he's a great trainer. He's always taking care of these kids in many different sports for Revere High School.
Yeah, the way to lifting him up. It's
All right.
definitely on his hands and leg. I think he
Oh,
just
it's
got
his
his.
right- it's
Yeah,
Looks like his right leg, but he's
yeah, a
getting
little
off.
bruised up there. Plus, he got the wind knocked out of him. There was a lot of guys on top of number 6 after that play.
So 3rd and 3. This is going to be a time for a big stop for the Revere Patriots. Again, you call the Tui Ala on the last play. He's played tremendously in the early part of the season. You got Ali Mazer on the right side. We'll see what they got here.
They got a tight formation here, Pat.
Tight formation, 3. Simple handoff to 41, and
Oh,
number 50
my.
stacks him up. What a great play by Jared Benson. Benson sniffed it out. He got right through, and he made a phenomenal tackle.
That was a big play. 3rd and 3 is
Absolutely.
now 4th and about, I don't know, 4th and 5. Looks like another punch coming up.
Yep.
This is a game of field positions right now, Pat.
Absolutely. Furlong's back to receive the punt. The punt is up, and Furlong's going to leave it alone. That's touched first by Peabody, number 11. So another thing to watch, after he tips it, if he doesn't secure the ball, there is an absolute free play for Revere to pick the ball up and run it without any chance of fumbling. Even if they fumbled it, they would not turn the ball over. So it's tough to teach at this level because you don't want them to do anything silly. But if a player on the punting team tips it, or touches it first without securing it, the Revere team can take it at no risk. Something to think about, something to talk about when you're playing in special teams, but you don't see it often, but that's a heads-up player. Boudreau's in the shotgun formation. Joey Lanos is right next to him. Simple handoff to Lanos. He got some space, got some more space, tripped up for a 5-yard gain.
Lanos on the carry. Casey into that last tackle for Peabody. 2nd and 4.
Adetebi is Teo
Second and 4.
Adetebi's checking in, giving Joey Lanos a break. Adeteo's a hard runner.
Yeah, he sure is. It's great seeing these kids, how well they're performing at the high school level from watching them for years in the Pop Warner level.
Absolutely.
I was just glad they all stuck together and came to Revere High.
So Billy Ginepper is on the near side, wide receiver. I think you just stick with the runs here right now. You know, get the chunk plays. Adetebi's got it, bounces out for about 2 yards.
Heavy on the carry.
Maybe trying to be a little too cute. I think just go for the 3-4 yards you can get. It's going to be 3rd and short.
That was
3rd and
number
2, 3rd and
6.
3.
Last tackle for Peabody.
Joel Kashilla was in on the play.
Lanos checking back in for Teo. This will be some good momentum if they can pick up the first down here.
3rd and 2 on their 38. 50 seconds and counting remaining here in the first quarter.
Murphy's split out on the near side. It's going to be a keeper by Boudreau. He bounces it out and gets
No, did not.
about a yard and a half.
Yeah,
It's going to be 4th and
4th and 1.
see where that spot is.
Coffee in on that last
Yep,
tackle.
it's going to
for
be 4th and a
Peabody.
long one.
Ooh,
4th and 1 for
yeah.
Revere.
His feet kicked off him when he made that cut.
I'm wondering if you just pushed the pile originally, if he would have gotten it. He
Yeah.
did pull it out. There was some space, but it closed. The daylight closed up really quickly.
The middle of that, the interior of that defense is solid for Peabody.
That's the end of the quarter. It is 0-0. Revere has the ball, 4th down and 1 at the 39-yard line. While we have a break in the action, Rick, I just wanted to mention this team for the first time in many, many years. Revere's missing one of their biggest fans, Mickey Say No to Drugs Casoli, who's been a longtime supporter of the program, longtime supporter of many sports at Revere High School, but certainly the football team. We heavy-hearted tonight and heavy-hearted for the entire season of this. This will be the first season without Mickey Casoli.
Well said, Pat. So right now, what Revere's got to figure out, obviously they can't run it inside anymore in these guys. These guys are just, they're beasts right now. They're playing above and beyond the interior of the defense of Peabody. The pass game was working, but a couple of drop passes really made them go back to the run there. So we got to figure this out in short time and get back to play here in the second quarter, Pat.
Agreed. But you know what? No one took Peabody lightly. Talking to the coaches before the game and throughout the week of practice.
You can't take a team lightly and put 50 points on. I don't care who the team they were playing.
Yep,
50 points is 50 points.
They knew they were going to have a tough opponent. They know that starting the season off 2-0 is going to be difficult. I'm going to say right here, 4th down and 1. Under the new rules, if you can get the team to jump a little bit of a different count, get them to jump. You might be able to get a bit of a free play here.
You might have an idea there, Patty.
Yep, there's Calvin in the hard count. All right.
That's a well-coached Peabody defense. They were prepared for that one, Pat.
Absolutely. I like the call. I like the play. Call a timeout. And you know what? See what you can do. I'd like to see them go for it here. I know it's not the greatest field position. You're at the 39. You got one of the best backs in the league. Try and give him the ball to get that 1 yard. He's a tough takedown. They're stacked up. You could even potentially see something crazy where he'd bounce it out and get a long gain. But I like the play. I like the try there, seeing if he can get him to jump.
Yeah, you got to punt this one and pin them deep. You need a good punt here. There's really no breeze. The flag is sitting still, so this is all about field position. We can get them down to the 20 and stop them. This would be great. I believe they have the kicker team in there, Pat. Is the quarterback still in there?
I'm looking over on the sideline, and 81's their punter, and he is on the sideline right now. So I don't think they're going to punt.
All right.
Sending out the standard formation.
It's a big play here.
Boudreau, Furlong, and Lanos in the backfield.
Big play early in the game, Pat. Big play.
Absolutely.
Crucial play. This could be big or swing things. We got a fumble on the play. Peabody recovers and also takes over on down. So either way, Peabody was getting that ball back.
On the turnover.
So we got 1st and 10. Tanners at the deep. They're on the Revere side of the ball now, around the 38-yard line, Pat. What happened there, buddy?
I couldn't tell if it was a miscue, if they were trying to go on a quick snap, quick count to try and get the ball. They had Furlong on the outside to block, and looks like Lanos was going to get a simple carry to the right, but the play never happened. Number 41 on a large carry on the outside. Revere's sidelines looking for a.
That was Angel Paulino.
Looking for a penalty.
Big run, went wide left.
It's going to be 1st down for the Tanners inside the 25 at the 21-yard line.
Pat, I don't want to hear Vincent replay. It looked like one of the Peabody guys tackled one of the Revere tacklers while they were going for the Paulino's feet, but no flag on the play. We'll continue with the action here.
Another handoff to Paulino, and he's got a lot of space. Paulino's still running, and he's taken down inside the 5, right around the 5-yard line.
Well, that fumble recovery really gave a lot of life to the Tanners. They're moving that ball. 2 big plays right now. Started from the 38, already inside the 10-yard line.
Augusto winning that last tackle for Revere.
Be 1st and goal. This is an opportunity for the Revere team to put up a big defensive stance. Couple big holes the last 2 plays.
Yeah, really big holes.
41, once he gets into a little space, he's a tough runner. Tough runner to take down.
Paulino's good. He's low to the ground, compact.
So Dina Cisco and Paulino in the backfield. They haven't done much with the passing game yet.
Danisco looking for the sidelines, changing the play up.
Shotgun formation. He's going to keep it himself. Tackled by Lanos. Again, I'm not down on the field, but it just looks like that right side has some early movement. Again, tough one to call. It's going to be second down and goal at the 7-yard line.
Second and goal for Peabody from the Revere 7-yard line.
So Polino's checking out. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Maglioni's checking in. Yep. Number 3 in the backfield, Maglioni.
Yep, the junior, Kyle. Big player on defense. See what he's going to do on offense.
Shotgun formation pass. It is short, and he had Paulino split out.
He did. He went to Casilla wide, a little deeper than that, but the ball was well underthrown.
He had Paulino come out of the backfield. It looked like if he caught and ran, he had plenty of room to go.
He had nothing but space in front of him, Pat.
There's going to be 3rd and 7. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what the Peabody kicking game looks like. This could be 4-down territory for them as well.
They still have Paulino on the side, huh?
Yeah. So Dina Cisco is the quarterback,
Yep.
and Maglioni's out there with them.
Danisco with Maglioni in the back with
Shotgun
them.
formation. It's back
Go
to
wide
pass.
right.
He wants to
Number
keep
2
it.
is
You
open.
can tell his first thought, and that is picked
Intercepted!
off.
What a play, Pat!
Let me guess. Number 25, Joey Lanos, with a key interception to totally steal the momentum away from the game there.
Revere intercepts. Lanos on the interception.
Danisco was trying to bury that one in there, but Lanos had a different idea and took that back. That
tell
was
you,
a huge play.
It looked like his first instinct was to keep the ball and run, and aren't we glad he didn't? He threw the ball into coverage. Joey Lanos playing both sides of the ball. I mean, he's just a good player.
Yeah, he didn't float that ball. He threw a bullet. That was a great catch by Lanos.
First down and 10, Calvin. Calvin's in the shotgun formation with Lanos to his right. I'd like to see Billy Ginepper get involved in this game here. So, little carry, finds the hole, gets 6, 5 yards, 6 yards.
Carry was good for 5 yards. Second and 5 for Revere.
So Badwell comes over to the sideline to get the play.
Right.
They do that all game, Pat?
Yep.
Or
Most high school.
Not a lot of signals?
Most high school games, you get the QBs running over to at least the numbers.
Yeah.
And getting the play. This one, it's taking a little longer than expected. But, he's going to have to run in and out of the huddle. That's how it works. But they usually come over to the numbers. A lot of times the coaches are meeting them almost to the numbers. Refs are going to give leniency to the coaches coming up to the numbers a lot of times. Sometimes they'll give the coach a little verbal warning. But so once the referee raises his hand, it's only a short period of time, 10 seconds typically. It's a passing play. And wow.
He
Billy
caught that.
Ginepra, what a catch.
Wow. Frederick Coffey was all over that play. I don't know how Revere got that ball. It looks like it bounced off Coffey, didn't it?
And he threaded the needle there. There was a lot of players in that space, and Ginepra ran a perfect route, turned around, the ball was on him. He knew exactly where that ball was supposed to be, and it was put exactly where it was supposed to be.
Coffey was right there on the play. I thought he was going to get the pick for Peabody.
I love seeing him play. Love watching Billy get involved in the game. He's such a versatile player. He's such a great receiver.
We got twins left, twins right. Here we go.
Boudreau is going to hand it off to Lanos. Peabody's front four is doing a good job. They're getting in the gaps. They're giving. Lanos isn't getting the running start. He's still getting positive yards. He's still getting 4 or 5 yards, but he's not getting that running start. The hole isn't as clear as last game. Last game, the holes were wide open. This game, those holes are a little bit smaller.
Yeah, these kids are quick on the Peabody defense. Maglioni and Faraka were there in the tackle again for Peabody. We have 2nd and 8, Pat, on their own 33.
And you know what? Revere is just not afraid to pass. Boudreau back to pass again, all the time. Right there, perfect little seam. Here he goes, and he just gets tackled. Jonathan Murphy.
Dylan Peluso saved a game-scoring tackle right there.
That's a 29-yard gain right there. Great throw, great catch. They are in sync right now in the passing game. Boudreau is throwing bullets.
Yeah, Pelusa was there on the play. He just started. He put it in high gear to catch him.
He's seeing the whole field right now. It's really nice to see early in the game.
Great.
He's seeing the entire field. Murphy in motion to the left side. Hand off to Lanos, and this is just what he needs. There he goes. Lanos breaks it. One man to beat. Touchdown! Oh, we got a flag down.
We got a flag on the play.
It might be after the play. Well away from the play.
I think it is, Pat. What a score. He just scampered right and outran the competition on that one.
I think that they're calling that against Peabody because Revere was still celebrating. We'll see what the call is.
They sealed that whole end, Revere on that one, the whole right side. They sealed it off and let a hole for Lianos to go in for the touchdown. We do have a flag. Could be a celebration. I'm not sure what it is.
I'm not sure if there was a face mask or there was a play away from the, certainly well away from the ball.
Yeah.
Revere he's picking up the laundry on the field. Revere is keeping that score. How do you open up the running game with a great passing game? And that's what happened.
Personal foul against Peabody.
Calvin throwing bullets. Lanos finding space. Touchdown, Revere. 6-0, pending the kick. Riazzi, the big leg.
Ryan Riazzi.
Ryan Riazzi hit all of his extra points
He's
last
going to hit
week.
the Sergeant Hill School. Watch this. He'll take out one of the windows.
And he hit a 40-yarder.
This kid can kick.
Little stoppage in play. I don't think the refs are ready.
No, you're right, Pat. All right, Revere's ready. There's the whistle. Let's go.
Revere's long snapper just realizes is also Billy Ginepra. And that
Oh,
kick,
look at that.
that kick is thrown. And
is good.
I don't know about you, Rick. That was pretty close to the school.
Yeah, that was. The black fence stopped it.
He
A
hit,
lost start is found again. The game of kicking in high school.
he hit the
This is
back of the
wonderful.
fence
This is great.
a good 25, 30 yards past the goalpost. So there it goes. Revere's first score of the game. They lead 7-0 with 7 minutes left in the half.
Some early miscues, turnovers, a botched fourth down play. Revere didn't let it mentally beat them, Pat, and they came back strong. A couple of pass plays by Boudreau, and then number 25 for Revere. Last play ran into the end zone. That was some great blocking by the big guys on the right side of that line. Just pancaked a few of the Tanners and made that lane wide open.
So because of the personal foul, the penalty, Revere's going to kick the ball from their own 45. Now the big leg actually, you know what? I don't even know if he likes this because he likes to keep the ball up there. He had a few touchbacks last game. I wouldn't be surprised if he just punches it right into the back of the end zone.
If this was arena football, he could get some points if he puts it through the uprights.
Could he put it through the uprights? Just for bragging rights. So
What
Riazzi,
a play for an onside kick, though, huh? No one would expect it here.
yeah, you know, I always say take the field position, especially where they've been stopping Peabody on defense. And he does exactly that. He boots it. And you know what?
Good.
I think he kicked it right through the uprights. It is a touchback.
That was a 55-yarder.
That is Ryan Riazzi, the big leg for Revere. Billy, he's only a junior. The Patriots will not be able to take a look at him for a few years. He's ineligible to get checked out by the Patriots. But we have the Revere Patriots who are certainly going to enjoy using him for the next few years.
Well, last time out, Peabody had a couple of big runs, pushed it all the way down deep inside the Patriot red zone. Big play by Ionis, interception in the red zone.
Peabody's starting out with trips.
Oh, yeah, they're going shotgun here. Here we go.
Handoff. Going to bounce it out. And he's going to get 7, 8 yards. They had him in the backfield.
Paulino, he's their star right now for offense.
They had him in the backfield. He was able to bounce it out. Plenty of space on the outside. Jonathan Murphy playing mostly safety. And, of course, on the offense, he's playing receiver, running back, backup quarterback. He plays a little bit of everything, but I don't know if Murphy leaves the field.
We're going wide left here for Peabody. Trips left.
Yep, this is just, they want to spread it out to get their running back some space to get an easy run. Again, I'm seeing early motion going forward almost every time.
Paulino, he's close to a first down. Paulino.
Oh, he's got the first down.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you're right. Good eyes, Pat. Good eyes. First down, Tanners. Just about midway here through the second quarter. 7-zip. Patriots. We're gonna start seeing the ball go to the air for Peabody Pat.
So this side of the ball, we got Barbosa, Ginepra, and Mazer. There's a running play.
A nice hole.
Yep. Ball.
We got a fumble.
Ball is on the ground.
It's a scrum. Revere saying they have it.
In typical fashion.
Let's wait for the Zebras to make the call.
Each team is waving like they have it. We will wait to see what the refs say. Revere is still adamant that they have the ball. Again, what are the refs going to signal? Looks like Peabody's keeping that ball.
Keeping the ball, yes, they are.
Checking in on the interior line, you get the big guys, 72, Dookie Reed, and 74, Elijah Nader. It's okay, Dominic Reed, but we like to call him Dookie. That's his team nickname. Big guys in the middle, giving the other interior a little bit of a breather.
This is where the games are won and lost, with the big guys in the middle. Down and dirty, Pat. Plug up that hole. Boom. There you go.
And there you go. Oh, he broke it free.
He sure did.
Ginepra and Dookie had their hands on me. He was able to bounce out. That kid's, he's wiry.
Yeah, Pauline's really good. Once again, he's a senior co-captain for the Tanners.
It's going to be 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 for Peabody from their own 40-yard line.
We'll have to plug up that middle here.
Linebackers up the middle of John Tran.
They are keeping the ball out of the quarterback's
And good
hands.
to see Edwin Hernandez is back in the game, number 6. That's good sign. Tran is he blitzed, and it looks like he jumped off sides.
Yeah, that was encroachment on the defense.
Yep.
Great idea, but just off a second there.
He was trying to. That's a typical timing play. He broke through. He was trying to make a big play on a 3rd down. You know what? You're going to take a few risks in games. It's okay. Good field position. If you're able to make that tackle, it makes it 4th down and long, and you'd be putting the pressure on for Peabody to punt. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Hand off to 41, and looks like Reed got a hand on him.
Paulino on the carry.
Ali Meza got a hand on him.
Paulino's a workhorse. Revere's starting to tee off on him now.
That's a
Eventually,
good.
they're going to start wearing this kid out.
So the big guys are checking out. A couple nice plays for him there, and then you got checking back in on the inside. You got Jared Benson and Ali. Sorry, I've been saying his name wrong for 2 games. Ala Atui.
So they're going with the smaller interior front there on defense right now.
Those guys, what do we got here? Too many guys in the huddle.
Yes, that's what it looks like, Pat.
Yep.
4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, too many people on the field.
So you can actually go into the huddle now.
Oh, really? They had 12 guys in the field.
They give you a certain amount. They give you a certain amount of time to get off the field or out of the formation. So it's not like the pros where you have to check into the huddle and check out of the huddle.
Right. So they called the penalty, but they also called the timeout. So they'll just pick up that flag then.
So 3 minutes 42 seconds if the clock is right. in the first half. Revere leads 7-0. We got a good game here.
Yeah, the Patriots would like nothing better than to keep Peabody off the scoreboard here in the first half. Going in with a 7-0 lead is okay, but I'd like to get the ball back. Maybe a chance at another touchdown or a field goal at the leg of that kicker for the Patriots. But like I say, Revere's going with a small defensive front. They're looking more for speed than for plugging the holes. We'll see what happens here. Well, they haven't thrown the ball all this possession, Peabody, so we'll see what happens. Timeout on the field. They're about to come back in. What do you think? Going to keep handing off to Paulino until something breaks?
You know, we'll see. But I like them changing up the interior line. These are the speed guys. These are the guys who can break through, get to the quarterback.
Second and 9.
I'd have to believe that Atui is probably one of their best down linemen. He is back to pass, and that's a tough call. Well overthrown. He's calling it. Looks like a pass interference. The ball was.
The referee right next to him didn't call, but the one that was deep in the secondary called that one.
Yep. He's in the middle of the field. He sees it. There was a little bit of a bump, but the ball was so overthrown, and I don't know how they can throw that.
Against Revere.
Well, that's the only way they can move it into Revere territory is with penalties, so Patriots got to stay mentally strong here and plug this up and get the ball back. Keep the boys off the board.
So PI is a 15-yard penalty.
So not a spot penalty. It's automatic 15?
15. Again, I have to check it, but I'm pretty sure that's another one of the new rule changes. It's not even an automatic first down, but most often 15 yards is going to give you a first down. Back to pass. Pump fakes. He's going to keep it, and he gets hit. He gets hit hard. 10 took a good shot there. Billy Ginepperin on the tackle.
Yeah, Danisco, the quarterback, took a nice shot. I was going to lose the ball on that one.
Benson and Ginepper on that tackle.
He came right back with the play on this one. We get timeout. Referee timeout.
That's the 4-minute warning. So no more 2-minute warnings in high school football. It is the 4-minute warning.
It's not necessarily the 4. It could be anywhere near.
Oh, really?
So the game clock, the official clock is kept on the field. We have under 4 minutes, but it's just safe to say we got about 4 minutes left in this half. Second down and 9. And there he is. There's that play that was there last time. They sniffed it out this time. Tran was in on the tackle, but he wasn't able to wrap it up.
Danisco with the pass to Maglione. Broke one tackle, got a few. We had, who was that to have him in the backfield? Almost had him. Who was that, Patty?
Tran was in on the first grab, wasn't able to take him down, and got taken down by someone in the secondary.
Pat, I'm going to say this is 4-down territory for Peabody right now.
Absolutely, with 3 minutes and counting left in the half. And they've switched to a passing formation. Not impressed early on with the passing game.
The play was broken up there, Pat.
Right, broken up. Great defensive play. I can't tell if
that was number 2.
Number 2 made that break up. That's Adateo. So Teo just checked in the game. If you looked over, Edwin Hernandez came back off, and Teo checked in. So if he got in there and made it a play immediately, it's a good thing.
Use a timeout here for Revere, or just let them play right now at 4th down?
I say let the clock tick down because Revere has 2 timeouts to go in the half, and they can march the ball down the field the way they've been playing.
Here we go.
2.5 minutes is a long time in high school football.
4th and 6, Pat. Danisco in the shotgun, trips left.
Back to pass, and he's got pressure all over him.
Screen.
Screen, and he's 27.
Maglione.
Ali Mazer with a great tackle from behind. And Lanos was going to be in there to clean it up.
That screen looked good at what it was being set up at, but
well, they're there and they're in space. But you know what?
That was close. That was a great shoestring saving tackle there.
Revere's speed is really helping them out on those screen plays. That's twice.
You called it when you changed the interior lineman. You called it. When the coach knew they were going to the pass game, That's when he started getting the faster guys in there.
So Revere's going to take over at the 37-yard line with about 2.5 minutes to go in the half. It'd be great to see them punch one in before the half, or even get into striking distance to get their big leg out there.
All right, so we got Boudreau in the shotgun.
1st and 10, Boudreau shotgun, Lanos to his left. A little bit of a counter. Sorry, that's out of Teo. Teo to the left. Took it for about a yard.
Teo's getting involved quickly on this.
Heavy on the carry.
Well, he and Furlong split duties as, I would say, the secondary running backs. But Furlong's great out of the backfield for receiving as well. Lanos is checking back in.
Number 54, McCoachy.
2 minutes.
Now we're right about 2 minutes.
All right, here we go, Pat. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
And Murphy on the far side. Back to pass, Boudreau.
I saw 2nd and 8.
Right
That was
to
a
Murphy
great
in the middle
play.
of the field. And he gets taken down. 1st down. Nice catch by Jonathan Murphy.
Number 5, Brandon Kniff with the tackle.
You know, they're just going out there and they're finding the soft zones, and Boudreau is putting him right on the numbers. He hasn't thrown a bad pass tonight.
No, he has not.
1st and 10 for Revere from the Peabody 48.
All his passes actually should have been caught tonight.
Absolutely. The two incompletions, I believe, were drops.
And the one deep in the end zone, that was just a good defensive
it was
play.
on him.
He's going deep,
He
Pat.
is going deep. All right. Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
That was Peluso on the play.
Yep, Barbosa going for a deep route. He's one of the fastest kids on the field. Didn't look like he got enough separation, and you know what? Not for nothing. Peluso's not slow either.
No.
You got 2 fast guys streaking down the sideline.
Yeah, he was with them step for step right now. So we have 2nd and 10. 1:20 to go. Revere, 2 timeouts left. Gonna keep it in the air, Pat.
It looks like it right now. You know, 1:20 to go in the half. But again, it doesn't. It takes one big play, one big run could make this. Get it into the red zone.
We got wide left,
Peabody
wide
showing
right.
blitz. They don't blitz. They stay back. Boudreau's got him in stride. Lanos is going to get about 5-6 yards. Stays in bounds. So the clock's still ticking.
I like the way he can read the openings. He sidesteps like Le'Veon Bell.
Yep. Got a little stutter step. The kid has some moves.
Yeah.
Just to note, Joey got Player of the Week in his division via the Boston Herald last week.
Oh, wonderful.
Great write-up.
Oh, well done. Time is ticking away, Pat. 45 and going.
Well, it's 3rd down. You don't want to give Peabody the ball back either. They back to pass. Lots of time. And he's got Murphy. Again, Murphy's just finding little seams. Get outside to the 30, the 25, the 20. Out of bounds at the 18.
Number 23,
Reception from Cal.
Lucas Barbosa, number 23, pancaked a defender for Peabody was trying to make that tackle.
Great block, and Murphy takes it across the field. He's starting from the far end of the field, and he's coming right into the middle of the field, and he's just finding these open pockets, and Boudreau is putting it right on him.
From the Peabody 19.
Great combination tonight. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 at the 19.
Right now, it's just smart football. Hold on to that ball, plug it into the end zone. If nothing open, throw it out.
Now, with the timeouts, they got enough for at least 3-4 good plays here. Boudreau back to pass. Throws it up in the air. He's got a man open.
Got it.
Oh, and there's the block. There's the flag. Absolutely.
That was number
That was
one.
Furlong. He was open in the end zone, and the Peabody defender didn't turn around and suffocated him. This ball is going to be pass interference.
Yeah, that was Freddie Coffey, number 1, the senior for Peabody High. It was just in his grill there for the Patriot defender.
You know what? If you're the defense, you almost want that penalty because that's an absolute catch and score. Absolutely. The pass was right on him, and Furlong was in the end zone just waiting for it. Great play, great ball. Here we are, 1st down and Looks like it's going to be first and goal.
And where they put it, Patty?
Half the distance of the goal. It's not a spot foul anymore. Everyone is getting used to the Federation rules, even the commentators up here that have been doing high school football for many years. We don't like them, but you know what? We have to play by them. It's going to be first down and 1, so they can get a first down, and then they can go to the goal line. Peabody's going to call a timeout.
Timeout in the field. Tanners.
You are. Are you up on Reservoir DeSisto? Not anymore. We find out. Timeout, Peabody.
Timeout, Peabody.
What happened to the dude tonight? The dude is supposed to be playing music. I don't know.
He is at the beach on VFW.
So there is not much music in the stands tonight.
You folks,
He's at one of our
concession stand, which is the side where the school is on the east.
The dude has a gig tonight, Pat.
Maybe at the half we'll get someone up to play some tunes
Gotta
for
work,
the
gotta
fans.
make
but
some money.
We got a great night. It is beautiful. I just took my sweatshirt off. It is absolutely a perfect night.
Thank you.
Water, Gatorade, coffee,
Yes.
hot
You're
chocolate,
looking good, Pat. You're looking good. Looking buff.
Here we are, Revere TV, going live. We have Ricky Freni, Patrick Keefe, with about 21 seconds to go in the half. Revere leads 7-0. Ball on the. No, it is first and 1 because
No,
it's
but
a
they
spot foul.
They didn't move the markers, though.
They don't have to move the
Don't
markers.
move the markers?
So it's going to be first down and 1. Replay of downs. First and 1, and they can get another first down and goal.
Yeah, it's first and 1 at the Peabody 10.
But you know what? It's not going to be a matter of 4 downs here because they're only going to probably have enough time for 3 plays.
Yeah. First and 1 at the Peabody 10.
But
yeah.
again, first and 1, do you run it? Do you just run the ball up the middle and see what happens, and then you can call a timeout?
Let's see if he's going under quarterback. Is he going under center?
Yeah, Boudreau
He is.
is under center here.
No one over the top. Quarterback sneak.
Watch the slant here. And there's the pass. Oh, boy.
Oh!
Picked off.
That's the only thing you didn't want to see.
The return is still going back. He's taken out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Wow, Kofi took that one back.
The interception.
That's funny. That's called redemption by Kofi.
Yep.
The previous play was tagged for the pass interference in the end zone. Next play, he picks it off and brings it back out to their own 37-yard line. What happened there in that play?
Just a bit of a miscue. It looks like he might have tried to force it. He threw the ball inside. His receiver was outside. You know, it's going to happen. One miscue. The only problem is you would like to see him to put some points up on the board before the half.
Geez, although you're winning 7-0, I feel like we're losing after that play right now. That was just tough to see and tough to swallow.
Well, about under 10 seconds to go in the half. Revere's going to stay back, I would imagine, playing it very safe. But, you know, Peabody's going to try and air it out. They're going to try and air it out and see what happens.
Now he's going twins left, trips right. No one in the backfield.
5 receivers. And he hands it off. All that space to run. He's got blockers in front of him.
Is he fast?
And he gets out of bounds.
That was Nick Vecchio, number 11, with the handoff.
Clock on the field says there is no time, and that is the signal by the ref. It's going to be halftime. So that's okay. Give him those yards. It adds up to a whole lot of nothing at the half.
Hold on.
Time runs out to end the first half.
At the half, Revere 7,
That's it.
Peabody
yeah, you're right. That's the half.
0. And Peabody will receive the ball to start the second half.
So some miscues there in the first half, Pat, by both teams. Revere should be up 14-0. But we're up 7-0. Peabody receives the ball in the opening second half.
Correct, they do. But, you know, both teams had interceptions inside their own goal line. So it went both ways. Looks like it evened out, and Revere has the lead. They're playing well. This is a good football game.
It's
This
a
is what
great
you want to
football
see.
game. Defensive battle. 7-0. Pats at the half. We'll be back. Welcome back. Second half action about to get underway here at Harry Delarusso Stadium. I want to say hello to all my fans watching there at home, especially Ralph DeChico and family, who are big Revere TV followers watching the Pats game. Hello, Ralph, Jen, kids. Hope you're enjoying the game. It's 7-zip. Revere, and Peabody receives the ball second half. Along me, as always, the best play-by-play man in the business, Pat Keefe.
Thanks, Ricky. Yep, if you're at home watching this game live on Revere TV, feel free to send us a message. Send Ricky or myself a message. Say hello. We'll get you on the call. So Revere is going to kick off to start the second half. And it'll be up to Ryan Riazzi to pin them back, hopefully, and start Revere off or start Peabody off in the back of their end zone.
Yeah, that kid's got a leg of steel. He'll definitely pin them back. Now, he'll kick the ball deep. Now, if the coverage team is there, we'll be all set. It's the game of inches right now. First half was a game of where they're going to start the ball. Revere had it deep into the Peabody territory, deep in the red zone first half, and unfortunate interception, which was returned by Coffey, who played previous to that, Pat, caused the pass interference that put the Pats deep in the red zone. So Coffey for Peabody had some redemption there. Revere will have to get those points back, but first they have to stop this high-flying Peabody offense, who last week put up 50 against Salem. Right now, the Patriots have held them scoreless here in the first half.
Yeah, it's a testament to Revere's D. They put up 52 against Salem last week, and they've held Peabody scoreless. You know, of course, players to watch in the second half for Peabody is the junior running back, Angel Polino, and their quarterback, Alex DeNasisco. And then don't forget Kyle Maglione. A couple times came in there, shooting out of the end zone. I'm sorry, shooting out of the backfield. Couple nice pass plays.
Yeah, Maglione was great on both sides of the ball. Paulino's been an all-star running back so far. They just can't put it in the red zone. They can't put it in the end zone against the Pats. The defense, I said prior to the game, Pat, if you want to rewind the tape there, I said it's going to be a defensive battle. Right now it is 7-zip Patriots.
Revere has the lead, so that's the part you like to see. Both teams made red zone mistakes, turning the ball over. Going to start the second half, and Revere has the lead. It's a good part. Good battle so far. Two good teams. Two teams that are both going to vie for their own division titles. This is a non-division game for both of them. And then Revere has their first divisional matchup next week, Friday. Lynn Classical at Revere. Three straight home games to start off the season. Revere can really kick off some momentum.
Classical is always a tough matchup for the Patriots. Our social media is burning up after that announcement. We have people in Revere saying what a great job. They feel like they're watching a show on a major network right now. This one comes from Ralphie Applejuice, who said you guys are doing great. So keep up the great work. We will, Mr. Applejuice.
Well, we got one in here from Ira Novoselsky, who actually is up in the booth and does the clock for the game. He just sent us over a text. He must be listening in on the headset. Hey, Ira. Also give a shout out to our fellow counselor, Joanne McKenna, having one of her times tonight. We wish we could be there, but we are at the Friday Night Lights game. Revere Patriots, Peabody Tanners. Revere leads 7-0. Let's start off the second half. And don't forget, defensively, players to watch: Ali Mazer, Jared Benson, John Tran, and Ala Atui. Those are my players to watch in the second half.
Ryan Riazzi with the kickoff here, Pat. He's got the leg right now, one of the best legs in the conference, if not the best leg.
Well, you can see not many high school games, their receivers are at the 1 and 2 yard line. You don't see that at many high school football games.
You do not, my friend. Here we go.
There's the boot, and it's up. He's going to pick it up at the 3 yard line, get some space, gets to the 22 yard line.
We have some little altercations after the play. Nothing was called. Let's play some football, boys.
Colby Therian for about a 20 yard return, starting the team off at the 22. Nice to see Marco Sorboni, first-time football player for Revere High School, plays a number of other sports. I had the pleasure of coaching him a number of seasons in baseball, just a well-rounded athlete, another fast player.
Well, being down 7-0 is not really anxious to score a touchdown. No emergency here. I think this is going to be this might be a Paulino second half, at least third quarter. They're going to feed this kid like crazy.
Oh. Back in the shotgun formation, hands off to Paulino. He's going to get outside.
Oh, my.
And he is totally stacked up by Joey Lanos. They're gonna stop the ball where he was not moving forward. So it's a 5-yard loss.
Wow, Lanos, the running back, playing both ways for the Pats, just buried Paulino deep in the backfield.
They're looking to see what side of the field he's on. You know, I'm telling you right now. But on the flip side, you got Ali Meza playing DN and Jonathan Murphy. So the outside, it doesn't look like he's the place to go against the Revere Patriots tonight. And they moved Murphy out to right or left cornerback. It looks like they're switching up, and they have Furlong playing safety. So it looks like they wanted someone a little bit bigger on the corner side to cover a couple of the bigger receivers for Peabody.
Yeah, they're going with a faster defensive front right now, Revere.
Maglione in the backfield, a handoff, nowhere to go. He gets a small gain.
Maglione on the carry.
That was a gang tackle there, Pat. Who do you got in the tackle, Patty?
Atui on the tackle. My man, Ala Atui.
Atui in that last
62.
tackle. Revere.
3rd and 15.
3rd and 14.
Make that 3rd and 14 in the passing formation. They don't like to throw the ball too far, so it's gonna be short slant passes. They got 3 guys all cutting, and tipped by number 5, and 15 was almost in a great spot to pick up the tip, and he would have went the distance.
Jonathan Texera, the ball went in and out of his hands. Unknowingly to him, that ball was coming his way after a couple of tips. Yeah, he had nothing but daylight in front of him, Pat.
Absolutely. Almost turned a Peabody miscue into a Peabody touchdown.
Fortunately for Revere, that's not what happened, and it looks like we're going to be punting. And Peabody's punting deep. He's on his 4-yard line, Pat.
Yep. I wasn't impressed with their kicking game. Their punter didn't look to have the longest punts. They have a lot of players on the field right now. Bad personnel package. That's going to be a penalty. They didn't know what was going on. Peabody had kids coming on and off the field.
That blame goes right on the coaches on that one.
Absolutely. It's tough because no one knows what's going on. People are coming in and out.
You got your package, you got all set, but the players are also responsible too. You know before the game where you're playing. You'll have to coach it something on the side to change it up.
So again,
now he's been on the goal line.
Checking in over the nose is Ryan Doucette. He's one of their speedy interior linemen.
Look at this.
See if he can get to the kicker. He pushes forward, but the kick's going to get off nicely to Furlong. Furlong's just going to let it bounce to about, and it touches the Peabody defender at the 49-yard line.
Well, Revere's going to take the ball over 1st and 10 at the Peabody 49. Hey, that wasn't a bad kick. The kid kicked that from the 3-yard line.
He got the boot off.
Yep.
I mean, Furlong had a chance to take it, but he's trying to play it safe. He got great field position. No reason to mess it up. Revere will start their first drive of the second half at the 48-yard line, on the Peabody 48-yard line. Let's see if they can start off where they left in the first half, with the exception of that interception.
This is definitely a defensive battle. I'm going to see a lot of Lanos in this.
I would
in this third quarter.
Absolutely grind it down with that running game. Right off the bat, Murphy on the end around. He's got some room. 6, 7, 8 yards.
Murphy on the carry.
That's just a jet sweep.
That was Nick Vecchio with the tackle for Peabody.
10-10 on the clock. 10-10? 8.
Second and 2.
Second down and 2.
Revere.
12-minute quarters, right?
Yep, 12-minute quarters. A little bit of a clock malfunction. I think Ira was paying attention to the wrong game.
I thought it was too.
Wow, this is a completely odd formation. They're going Joey Lanos in a single back formation, going to keep it himself. And Lanos is going to bounce it for, it looks like he might have gotten enough for a first down. I'm not sure where they're spotting here.
Well, a couple of stiff arms there. Helped them get the extra yardage.
Vecchio into that last tackle for Peabody.
And the refs are looking at it.
He's not. You can the
Third
far
and one
the
for
far
Revere.
the far end of the field. The ref spotting the ball about a yard short, about a half a yard short.
Quarterback sneak here, Pat.
Yeah, possibly Calvin's a good quarterback. He's not the biggest quarterback, so it's tough to push the pile. But I'm not sure I like that play with the.
We got a tight formation.
Simple handoff, and he gets the first down and more.
You give it to your money guy every time.
And that's why I'm saying I'm not sure if I like that other formation. No reason to mess it up. When Joey wants to get 1, 2, 3 yards, he's going to get the 2, 3 yards. I've yet to see him get stopped when he wants just a few yards.
First and 10, Revere.
Lionel's just ate them up on that one.
Absolutely. Big hole. Front line for the Revere Patriots. You got Josh Lorena, the center. And Murphy's going to keep it on a little bit of a misdirection. Hurdles a man and gets out of bounds around the 7. That's a great play. Revere's front line, Willie Arigia.
Peluso into that last tackle for Peabody.
Great blocking downfield.
Ryan Doucette also in there playing on the defensive and the offensive line.
First and goal, Revere.
Offensive line's doing a great job here tonight.
Atui playing both ways on the line. These guys are starting to. It looks like they're starting to wear down that Peabody team. Rivera's owned the ball for in the first half, and right off the bat, they're sustaining another long drive. So, first and goal at around the 9-yard line. Boudreaux is under center. Lanos in the backfield. You got the speedy Luca Barbosa on the outside.
That's a sweet
Lanos is going to bounce it out.
He's in.
Easy, untouched, touchdown, Joey Lanos.
Great blocking the right side of that line.
They sailed it off. They made that look easy.
Everyone
great
did
sign.
their job, Pat, on that one. Great job.
You got to like. I think I'm seeing them wear down Peabody. They've had the ball a lot. Time of possession was big in the first half, and they came out in the second half and scored on their first drive. And I don't think they had a negative play. So here's the big leg, Ryan Riazzi. What do you think? You think he can hit the Hill School this time?
I don't know. He almost hit it last time. Let's see here.
And the kick is up. The kick is good. Made it to the fence again. He looks like he took something off of that.
Yeah, he did.
Just a little chip shot for Riazzi. Riazzi so far this season is perfect for all of his extra points and kicks. Revere leads 14-0.
Hey, just a quick break in the action. Just want to announce a local event here coming up for Revere residents. Little Ricky Foundation, Sunday, October 13th at Breakaway Danvers. The money raised goes to special education here in Revere, Mass. Help our kids with autism and other developmental disabilities. More information at littlericky.vpweb.com. Hope to see you Sunday, Columbus Day weekend at Breakaway, to help out the kids with autism here in the community. Thank you, Pat.
Ricky, I always look forward to your events. You're going to have that event and, of course, your Little Ricky Foundation golf tournament at the end of October. Always look forward to your events. You do a great job for the kids in the community, and we love seeing you and your son and your entire family. And also, tomorrow at noon, the Fall Festival will take over parts of Broadway from Park Ave to just past the American Legion. It's going to be a fall festival on the streets of Broadway.
Food trucks galore. It's going to be a happy day for us big guys.
There's Riazzi with another deep kick, and that is going to take the runner to the 1-yard line.
Oh, yeah. He had his right foot planted in the end zone when he caught that.
Takes it to the 24.
Kofi on the return.
Frederick Kofi on that return for about 24 yards. Not a bad return considering. He's a little slow to get up. Haven't seen his number much tonight.
All right, we get the replay booth.
First and 10 for Peabody from their own 24-yard line.
So there's 41 in the backfield with the Cisco.
They're really thinning out the Pats' defensive front because they have 4 wide out for Peabody, so they're really spreading the Pats' defense out. Let's see what happens here.
And Dookie Reed on the inside there. Gets taken up. Nice run. Lanos on the tackle. Also looks like Adateo on the tackle as well. So Lanos and Adateo teaming up on that tackle.
That last tackle for Revere.
2nd and 2.
They're going no huddle here, Pat.
They're going to speed the game up, you know. Elijah Nader and Dookie Reed on the inside of the line here, the big guys in the middle. Passing out of that formation, and the pass there to number 2. And a great shoestring tackle, again, by number 25, Lanos. He's all over the field.
Danisco to Colby Terrian on that play. That was a gain for a couple. That's good enough for Peabody Tanner first down.
So Peabody's going to try and speed things up. Go a little off balance here. They got 3 guys on one side on the near end of the field, 1 guy on the far end. They are lined up well. Snap, hand off to 41. Nope, QB's going to keep it.
Whoa. Probably regretting that decision. He got hammered.
Yep.
The keeper.
You know,
Nader in that last tackle for Revere.
Nader put a hit on the quarterback there. He kept it, gained about 1.5 yards.
Pat, you know what I love? I love the big guys. The
Oh, love
down
'em.
front again.
Hey, I'm a line guy. Love
Plug
the
up
guys in the
that,
middle.
plug up that line,
Absolutely.
boys.
They got an open receiver. They got an open receiver here. Oh, Revere's quick to call a timeout. You had
Yeah.
3 receivers lined up on the near side and only 2 corners to cover. So
Coach Chick saw that right away.
good pickup. Looks like the guys in the booth there screaming and yelling for a timeout. They might have seen something. Which
Here
is
at the
good.
stadium, Lynn Classical High School at 6:30.
Just under 6.5 to go in the third quarter. Revere leads 14-0. Peabody's certainly picked up the tempo. They've gotten 2 first downs now, but you know what? Revere is playing it well. They're inside the other side of the field, keeping them off balance. Hey, just calling in is one of my good friends and coach of the Revere Patriots 10U team, George Chafin, listening to the call live on Revere TV. Got another heads up for tomorrow's Fall Festival. Not that I want to condone it, but if you're a plus 21, there's going to be a beer garden, Ricky. What do you think?
Beer gardens are always good.
Beer garden on Broadway. We don't have a problem with it. Back to pass. Oh, and he gets hit.
Oh, that was a great
Just
play.
got the ball off, and Goncalves put a hit on that QB. QB's taken a couple big hits in the last few plays.
Danisco did not see him coming. That almost caused a fumble. Almost looked like a tuck rule there. All right.
Oh, I don't know about the tuck rule. He definitely got the arm in forward fashion. But just in time, Augusto Goncalves coming on the far end came in and put a hit on him. Nice clean hit, nice clean tackle. That's what we like to see.
3rd and 8. Here we go. You know it's 4-down territory. You're down 2 scores.
This point in the game, I'm not quite sure it's going to automatically be 4th down territory, but if they get 4 or 5 yards here, it certainly will be. Hand off to 41, and he's swallowed up in the middle.
Oh, yeah. You're not getting by those guys.
Big guys in the middle. Peeling off the pile is big Dookie Reed with a nice tackle there. 81 contributing as well. That's Ryan Riazzi playing out in the middle.
Yeah, Elijah Nader was in on that tackle as well, plugging up the hole.
Nader. Nice to see Riazzi, the kicker, in on there. And Dougie Reed. Looks like they're moving in some of those quicker guys. Oh, no, Doucette was coming on the field. Now he's coming off. Just gets off the field. They are going to punt. And
Fair catch.
Furlong signals the fair catch.
Hey, that was almost a penalty. 72 to some hustle to get on that sideline just now.
He got off the sideline.
He was like a downhill runner. Reminds me of myself back in the day.
No slowing up until you get past those numbers. So Revere's going to start at the 28-yard line for their second drive of the second half. They moved the ball really easily in their first drive. What do you think? Eat up some clock, run.
I tell you, you score, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown, you score in this possession. I think you're putting the nail in the coffin for the Tanners. They haven't showed any life at all.
And there it goes, right up the middle. A little bit of a counter action.
Man, that kid can dance,
get
Pat.
the space, dancing, juking, 16 yards. Lanos on the carry.
Number 1, Freddie Coffey was hurt on that one. Diving for the touch, trying to stop him.
Teo's going to check in, give Lanos a breather. But just keep running and tick that clock off. It would be big to get a good drive here, put another score on the board.
First and 10 for Revere.
Clock still running, just over 5 to go here in the third quarter.
26-yard line.
Pat's first down.
You got to like what the line's doing in the second half.
You got to love this.
You got Day playing right end, and you got Murphy lined up on the outside. Back to pass, looking for Barbosa, and throw it out where no one can get it.
Incomplete pass.
That was Joel Cascillo on the play for the Peabody Tanners.
Ala Atui coming off the field. Looks like he's got a little sting on,
Oh, yeah.
grabbing his arm. Second down, 10 at the 46-yard line. Looks like he's fine, just a little shaken up. It's a long football game. These guys are playing a lot of both ways. They're getting hit every play. They're tough kids.
Yeah, it's a physical game. It's not hacky sack or frisbee. These kids are getting down and dirty, and it's a slugfest. It's the best high school sport around. Nothing better than football.
The little saying I've always heard is football doesn't make you tough, but you got to be tough to play football.
You got that right, Pat. I'm guessing you were never a football player?
Teo on the carry. He was stacked up behind the line. He still got himself a good yard and a half. He runs hard. He's a tough takedown.
Yeah.
He always keeps. If you watch him, he always keeps the feet churning.
Where'd you go to high school, Pat?
I went to Everett High.
Everett High. I'm a Malden High guy myself. Class of 85.
Class of 85. All right.
I'm up there.
Class of 97, Ricky.
I have my 35th reunion coming up next year. It's only a number, Pat.
Well, football certainly was ingrained in our minds in Everett with football, and I was happy to come to Revere, jump in on the Pop Warner program with both my kids.
You're doing a great job, kid. Doing a great job.
It's been 9 years, and you know what? I'm very proud of what the product that we're putting out, and it's showing. It really is, and I've talked to the coaches at Revere High a number of times over the last few years, and they've talked about it. So they're calling that incomplete. The pass was to the outside. Calvin rolled out. He threw the ball to the outside. The defensive player caught the ball, but he was out of bounds. So it is not an interception. It's just an incomplete pass.
That was senior Dylan Peluso, one of the captains there for the Tanners.
4th and 8 for Revere.
Yeah. It's going to be punting.
That was a heck of a catch. Although he was out of bounds, that was a heck of a play by the defender.
Correct. Punting time for Revere. On the punt set here, the kick is off, and he just gets it off. Nice punt, just gets it off. It's going to bounce. It's going to bounce all the way to the 5-yard line.
That's how you play. That's how the special team should be playing.
He just got that punt off. Riazzi got a nice little line drive kick. There was some confusion on the sidelines for the Patriots on the personnel. Obviously, a couple kids came off in the last series.
First and 10.
And they're lucky to get that off, but they escaped it.
5-yard line.
They've pinned back Peabody all the way inside the 5, where they will start their drive.
Peabody has to go 95 yards just to cut this score in half. That's a big undertaking for a team that hasn't put up a point in almost 3 quarters of play here tonight.
Well, just a reminder, it's a long football game. The clock stops on every first down and resets when the yard markers are put in place. So, unlike in some games, 10, 12-minute quarters can be a long time. That's why high school scores are so much. A little bit of a handoff to the outside on the sweep motion.
Number two.
Number two,
That was
Colby Therian.
Yeah, it was Colby Terrian. Yeah.
We saw him return a kickoff early in the half.
on the carry.
They got a couple speedsters. They go back to 41, but it looks like they're giving him a break, and they got Terrian in there, and they also got the kid Maglione in there,
Yep.
and then they also had the kid Coffey. So they have 3-4 running backs. And right now it looks like they're back to 41.
They're going with a four receiver package. Number 5's in
And off
motion.
to 41 up the middle. Polino bounces, dances. He's not getting, well, he's still on his feet, but he got some positive yards, but he's bouncing and he's trying to find that hole. He's just not getting much.
That's a gang tackle right there.
It's going to be 3rd and 4. Rivera's content with giving them 3-4 at a time. It's not a problem. The clock's going to keep ticking as we get later into the third quarter. But it'd be nice to get that third score for the Patriots to put up a three
Yeah,
score lead.
that was a quick no huddle here. Here we go.
Yep. Looking to pass
Number
the outside.
5's open. Makes one move, and that got him the first down, Pat.
He's still moving.
Yeah.
Big kid.
Fumble on the play.
Ball is down. Rivera is signaling they have the ball. Nope. Right away, the officials signal that it was a recovered fumble by 77.
Shea Palmer, big number 77 for
love that.
Peabody in on the play.
He's a lineman. He came out on that screen pass and he recovered a fumble. Playing the play to the whistle. You gotta appreciate that on the Peabody sideline. Number 77 is playing. Looks like left tackle, and he came out and recovered that fumble.
Timeout, Revere.
Patriots timeout. So in just a minute, they got 16 yards to the 21. Still got a lot way to go. Wow. I don't think screens are going to be enough here for the Tanners.
Lot of clock.
I know you keep saying that, but this clock is going fast, Pat.
You've seen it. You've called the younger games. And experience tells you there's a lot of clock, and it's just going to keep on resetting. But the way the Patriots defense is playing, you have to like what you're seeing.
The Tanners have to be asking, what the heck do we do? We put up 50 points last week. We can't put up a field goal this week. Revere defense has just been stellar today.
They want that one big play. Looking around the stands, Ricky, it is packed here tonight.
Oh, standing room only, Pat. Another sellout here. I don't know how many consecutive sellouts are here down here at Delaware Stadium, but it's quite a few since the opening of this stadium a few years ago.
So you're trying to say they were turning people away at the gate?
Well, it's standing room only, Pat. Plenty of places to stand.
Gotcha.
Even my boy Ralphie Applejuice, if he wants to come down here, I will find him a spot to stand on.
Oh, we got 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Back to pass. And that is picked off. Looks like Furlong in the pass it looked like it was thrown almost right to him.
Wow. Danisco was picked off. That was number 22 on the play.
Another one. It just looks like he forced it in there. A Peabody offensive player was on the ground, so I'm not sure if he slipped and he was supposed to be in that spot. But the pass went right to Furlong, and he stuck with it, went to the ground.
Let's see if they can turn this turnover into points here.
Huge turnover late in the third quarter.
Pat Sekova at the Peabody 31-yard line. Punches in, and like I say, Pat, that'll do it for the Tanners. That'll really take all the life out of them. They look very sluggish right now.
I'd like to see Revere just go to a 3-4 down, just keep running the ball. Stick with it until they stop you. Joey Lanos in the backfield with Calvin Boudreau on the center. Quick handoff to Lanos, and he's taken down with 34.
That was 34. Chris Faraka in the backfield to break that play up.
He got through before the play got off.
In that last tackle, Peabody.
They broke through the line there. 34 playing right. Looks like 34 is playing right tackle. But he's switching it up. He's switching side to side. A lot of times defenses will do that. They'll switch their stronger personnel into one side of the field, trying to make a play and or trying to give the offensive line different looks. Hand off to Murphy, nowhere. You know, right now they're doing exactly
in the backfield.
exactly what I was thinking they'd do. They're just daring Revere to pass. Obviously, in the first 2 downs, they're stacking 6, 7 guys on the line, saying, go ahead, pass the ball, slow it down. Revere unable to run on their first 2 plays. So, again, now you know.
Yeah.
3rd and 17 for Revere.
Motion for Murphy. And there we go, a little check down to Furlong. He's got room. Furlong's got to run for more to the 25-yard line. It's going to make it interesting.
Wow, I thought he had that whole left side wide open,
You know,
Pat, on that play. He looked left. He had nothing but daylight.
It looked like if he put it out to the left, he might have went all the way.
Yeah.
But again, he has the guys in front of him. This is Riazi territory. This is going to be a 37-yarder.
Yeah, 22 plus 8.
So Riazi's looking to make that kick from about.
That's a 47-yarder.
Correction.
Sorry, 42.
42-yarder. He hit a 40-yarder last week.
He has
from the same
just
hash.
a 6-mile-an-hour breeze at his back.
Kick is up, and the kick
Wow.
is good.
That was good for 52
Wow,
yards.
42-yarder, and he just right hash, right through the uprights.
22 yards. Good.
What a kick by Ryan Riazi. He is absolutely perfect on the season.
Reminds me of a young Rolf Bernerska.
Revere 17. Peabody, no score.
So many teams call it. He's going to get a scholarship.
Good.
That's going to be the end of the quarter. So with 12 minutes to go in the game, Revere leads 17-0. Peabody put up 52 points last week and has been unable to score on the Revere defense.
Defense has been stellar here today.
Yep, 2 interceptions, couple
Any
fumbles.
turnovers from Revere early. Revere defense just came in and stopped. Peabody had it deep in their red zone one time. Revere just came up with the big stops again. The defense has been the MVP of this game. They have been fantastic.
Got to give a little credit to those Revere cheerleaders over there. Every time the Patriots score, they do a round of push-ups. Well-conditioned cheerleading crew. Also state championships and national contenders. Revere cheerleading is amazing.
Were you a cheerleader back in the day?
I was never a cheerleader.
Okay.
I always support my cheerleaders, though. Riazi kicks it. Gonna boom it again to the 2-3 yard line. Looks like Coffey's back to return. And he takes it to the 25 yard line. Edwin Hernandez in on the tackle. He's limping, but you know what? He's up, he's running. Kid is playing through some pain tonight.
Down 3 scores, Pat. I'm assuming they're going to be going to the air now at this point.
Yep.
And I've seen 3 touchdowns scored in 1 quarter before, so. But this defense has just been awesome. So far, 7 quarters of play this year. They have they've only given up 1 touchdown in 7 quarters of play.
Correct. And that was a late score on the end of the first half of their first game. A little bit of a broken play. Let a player behind them. DeNacisco back to pass.
He's going
He's
deep.
airing it out. He's got a man. Just overthrows him.
Incomplete pass.
That was number 5, Brandon Kniff.
2nd and 10.
Kneff's got some wheels.
Yep, the intended. It was overthrown.
You know, Murphy's checking out for a play. I know that he's been playing a lot, chasing Kniff down the sideline. The fast player. You got Furlong checking back in. Over on the far side playing corners, Luca Barbosa. And on the near side, Marco Sorboni playing corner, and Joey Lanos kind of spread out as well. Back to pass. They got some pressure on him. And again, great coverage.
Incomplete
Covered up
pass.
by Lanos.
3rd and 10 for Peabody.
Terry and the intended recipient on that. Great coverage. You know what I like about the defense is They know they're going to pass, but they're only playing 7 yards off the line.
Right.
There's no one back 20 yards as like a free or strong safety.
You don't want to give anything.
No.
You don't want to give these big chunk
They're
plays.
not.
Still too much time in the
You're
clock.
right. They're contesting every single play. They're playing them right off
There's
the
a
line. I love
flag
it.
down. Not sure.
In the
It's getting
backfield.
picked up. Yep. All right. Roughing the passer. You don't want to see those plays late in the game. I'm not sure who was on, but you got to hold up. He got the throw off. It looks like he got hit. Not quite sure who hit him. Cerboni and Joey Lanos on this side of the field, and then you got Furlong. Little toss sweep here. He's eating up, gobbled up. No gain.
Polino on the carry.
Yeah, Polino.
That was Concalves. Concalves on the tackle.
Nowhere to go right there. Great
Adateo and
defense.
Concalves, former teammates on the Revere Patriots a few years back. You had kids playing on that team. You had Concalves, you had Adateo, and you also had Doucette and Dylan Day all on that same team, coached by Revere coach Eddie Sullivan.
From their own 41-yard.
Had a heck of a season that
Yeah,
year.
that team was nasty, Pat.
Very good. I believe also Edwin Hernandez might have been on that team. Run pass option. He's going to hand it off to 41.
Polino on the carry.
Just kind of hides behind his players and picks up 7-8 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. This is absolutely 4th down territory at the 48.
The offense is just sucking them in for the run, and then boom, they're going to hand them over to pass plays. That's what they're hoping for anyways. No huddle again, Pat.
Right.
3rd and 3 for Peabody.
He's going to keep QB's going to keep it, and he is taken down by a Tui.
Oh, yeah, well short of the first down.
He's got hands. If you have one half of him blocked, the other half makes the tackle. Tui on another great tackle.
In that last tackle, Revere.
I don't keep the official stats here, but I'd have to think that Atui is one of the leading tacklers this season in the early part.
4th and 2 for Peabody.
What a great set of hands he has. Atui has a brother who plays on the 14U Revere team. There's a bunch of brothers that will end up playing with each other. You got the Boudreau brothers, Calvin, who's a junior, and his younger brother's a freshman who dresses for the varsity team, has also done a heck of a job in the freshman squad. You also have the Doucette boys, who both play as freshmen and juniors as well.
Oh, that was
year,
just a great defensive play. Started by Leonis in the backfield, tripping them up, and
next year you'll
everyone
have
just...
the Atui brothers both
Yeah.
playing. And, of course, the Goncalves brothers both playing on the varsity team. A bunch of brothers playing on the team. It's awesome to see. Revere stops them. Revere ball at the Tanners' 48-yard line, and this is where you just take it nice and slow with less than 11 minutes, less than 10 and a half to go in the fourth quarter.
Please. Anybody with the yellow ticket for 50-50 split the pot? Here's the number, the winning number, 082.
It's good to see Revere football staying in the family, huh?
Yes, it is, Pat. That's a great call that you know all those kids.
They're all good kids. Revere's got a good group of kids. It started their season. You know, football doesn't really end. These kids lift in the off season. They go after school. They lift in the gym. Being part of this team is a huge commitment. I've seen it firsthand, and the coaches have done a really good job. It's a tough job to be a high school football coach. 10 months a year sometimes, planning, watching tape, watching film, studying the kids that are coming in, getting them properly conditioned. And then when it all starts, you're doing 2-a-days in the heat of August. And coming to a few early season meetings. The coaches are not going to speak too quickly about what they might see in the success of the team, but they're all saying this is a special team. It's not just about the skill level, it's about the kids, it's about the level of commitment that they've had to the program. It's about the camaraderie that they've had. You see these guys out in the streets, they're all hanging together, they're all doing the right thing.
Don't forget Revere TV, October 14th, Columbus Day Parade live here on Revere TV.
Who's going to be announcing? Who's going to be announcing that parade there?
Oh, they went right to the top. A special guest. We'll announce that right after this play, Pat.
Boudreau on the center, toss sweep. Lanos on the carry. Lanos gets.
Yeah.
He gets enough for what looks like it's going to be a first down.
Such a smart player, very athletic, number 25.
Oh, they're calling a second down and very short. I'm not sure I like that spot.
That wasn't a first?
Nope. Again, it's okay. The clock's going to tick.
Second one at the 39, 38, 39, 39.
Boudreau on the center, Lanos in the backfield. Furlong in motion, right up the middle to Ilanos. He's got daylight. He's going to the 10, to the 5. And Lanos is going to put it in the end zone. Touchdown, Joey Lanos. 39-yard score. And absolutely, you got to give credit to the offensive line on that touchdown. He had a huge hole to run up.
My, you could have drove a truck with that, Patty. That was unbelievable.
He was the truck. He had a couple men to beat in the back, and he did. He just turned on the Jets, scored from the 38, 39-yard line. Second touchdown of the night for Joey Lanos. Kid's good.
Hell of a run. He has another gear. He gets on open field. Those athletic linebackers in secondary, they just couldn't get him.
Who had the first touchdown? Was that his third touchdown? Yeah. Correction. We got the Globe writer in the booth. That was Joey Lanos' third score of the night. Is he going for 2 weeks in a row, player of the week? He could be.
So Revere 24, Peabody zip. They're asking themselves, what the heck do we do to get on the scoreboard here tonight, Patty?
Don't want to take away from the leg. Another extra point is good. Revere leads 24-0. The kicker, Ryan Riazzi, still perfect on the season.
Good kick.
9 minutes to go in the game. Revere set to kick off. What do you think, Rick? Rick doesn't think much. It's quite all right.
No. Oh, this is fan. I'm sorry. Just reading some of the social media keeps coming into us. I guess we're a big hit out there.
The ratings have gone up. We need to get some advertisements out there next.
Wait till Thanksgiving game.
We're actually kicking off Revere.
2, 4, 6, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Riazzi, just a little bit of a squib kick. Not sure if that just came off his leg wrong. 13's receiving it, takes it to about the 40-yard line.
That's a nice return.
That's the best field position Peabody started with all day. That's actually the best field position I think any team started on Revere so far this season. They've been pinning them back since the first game.
On those kickoffs, yeah, those there had to be a planned squib on that one.
You know, it may have just come off the leg, but Peabody will start the ball at the 42-yard line with just under 9 minutes to go in the game. This is where you play that bend, don't break defense. But they got quick pass, slant up the middle. 5 takes it. Lanos takes him down.
That was Brandon Kniff with the reception.
Kniff's a good receiver. He's a big body.
He is. They're going to go on no huddle, I'm assuming now.
Yep.
Kniff on the reception.
Revere took a lead versus Peabody last year, went back and forth a few times. They were able to score quickly. I'm not sure they're going to be able to put up 24 in a short period of time, but. And there's a drop pass by number 2, Therian. I'm not sure Peabody's going to be able to put up 24 very quickly, but they're a team that they're a potent offense. They put up 52 points last week, and they're absolutely goose-egged here with just 8 minutes to go in the quarter.
Well, that just shows you the level of competition you were just upgraded against, going from Salem to Revere.
So Lanos
Salem
comes
is
out.
in a heck of a rebuilding
They're-
program right now. That's the problem, Pat.
Tran jumped the line. Again, that's the rule. If you jump the line, you don't have a chance to get back anymore.
All right.
As soon as you jump the line, it's a dead ball. There's also no free plays if a quarterback sees him jump the line and be able to throw a deep bomb.
What I was saying was Salem is they're not Revere. They're not as strong as a team as Revere, and I think Peabody has underestimated their opponent today. And stats and the score on the scoreboard can tell you that.
Well, I don't think Peabody underestimated them. They had film. I watched them pregame. They were psyched up, warmed up, and when I'm telling you, Peabody's sub players were running Revere's plays. You could see it on the sideline. They know what they were going up against, but the kids are out there. The kids are playing the game, and whether they were prepared or not, Revere is just outplaying them. And that's a credit to Revere. That's not.
They're outplaying them. They're outclassing them on every facet of the game.
That's not a knock on Peabody. Just Revere is having a heck of a game. They came after him. They came after him hard, and the quarterback is sacked. They went all-out blitz on that play, not giving him any time to pass.
Yeah, Danisco had nowhere to go with that one. Just tuck it in, hopefully, and get down to the ground.
He was happy to hold on to it.
With the sack.
The clock's a major factor here. 7.5 to go. Revere knows what they want to do, and they're going to put some pressure on this quarterback and make him make a few good throws. 81, Ryan Riazzi's playing out on the corner right now. He's matched up against number 5. Quick pass. Let's go the other way. Is incomplete.
3rd and 17 for Peabody.
That was Peluso, the intended recipient on that one. But I love it that Revere knows they're going to throw the ball, and they're only playing them 5-6 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Well, it looks like their game is that quick slant. You know, they probably just trust their speed that they're not going to get burnt. You know, like I said, you got Cervoni over here, a.k.a. Stracciatelli on the near side, and he's got burners himself. And there it is again. No time to pass. Quick, incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
On another interior slant. It's going to be 4th and 17 in this.
4th and 17.
If Revere plays it right, this could be potentially one of the last times Peabody touches the balls.
That was Terry in the recipient. That ball was thrown way behind him on that play.
He's getting no time. They got the smaller interior line now in there. It looks like 77 checked in. Yofi Eck. New name, new number, calling him out. Yofi Eck. Fresh legs, putting pressure on the quarterback. And that's incomplete. It's going to be a turnover and downs.
Revere takes over on
That was Llanos on that play.
Yep.
Just cut him right off.
They're trying. No, that was 23. That was Luca Barbosa.
Oh, I apologize.
He's on the far side.
Yes.
He's not a kid that's going to get beat often. They have some serious speed on their outside. Barbosa's also, I believe, is the captain on the track team, and I've seen him and Billy Gineppa run, and those kids have whales.
As a Revere fan, it's I hate to say it, but the Peabody Tanners, after that play, the fans are leaving.
Just to remind you, folks, when the game is over,
They want to get out and get down to Kelly's. Well, there's no lines, no waiting. Down to Kelly's roast beef, Pat. That's all I'm assuming. Half the section just left after that play.
Which is still left.
That was his last time out.
That was Revere's last time out.
24 zip.
Ricky, it's
7
been a
minutes to
pleasure
go.
having you up. It's still still time in the game. I'm not suggesting that there's going to be time enough for a comeback, but it's nice to have you up here. How was solo last week, Ricky?
Yes.
I was talking to myself.
Yes, I heard it. It was. That's why I had to come. I had to come to the rescue.
Thanks for coming, Ricky.
You're welcome.
And I know you're going to be back for the Lynn Classical game next week with
Oh,
us.
I'll be back for I'll be back for the Winthrop game. I'll be back for all the games.
That's a 7 o'clock game, Lynn Classical at Harry De La Russa. Winthrop,
Winthrop's
of
in
course,
Winthrop.
the Thanksgiving.
Are we going to Winthrop?
We're looking way far ahead, but the
Is
Winthrop.
Revere TV going to Winthrop?
Revere
All right,
TV
then we're going to Winthrop. We're traveling.
Revere TV takes their show on the road.
We are
to all the
traveling.
away games. Whether or not they have commentators is another thing, but we shall see.
Do we get travel pay? Does it come with free parking?
We get a per diem. We get double what we get for the home games.
And do I get a turducken?
For all those viewers out there, that is not much. It's zero. We do this because we like it. Revere TV is great to us. Handoff to to Teo.
Oh my!
Teo runs
On the carry.
for 22 yards.
That was Nicky Vecchio with the tackle. Teo was he was going for the end zone on that one.
Teo runs.
Vecchio.
His coaches have told me in the past, Teo runs like his feet are on fire, and that's what he does. He stomps, quick feet, and he's a tough takedown.
10 for Revere from the Peabody 43-yard line.
Revere's going to slow things down. 6.5 to go. Riazzi is out as the receiver. Boudreau's going to hand it off. And Teo again for a good 4 yards.
Tebby on the carry.
Make that 3 yards for Tebby.
Ari Vazopoulos on the tackle.
Rosopoulos in that last tackle.
Ryan Schaefer playing on the line tonight. Don't forget, we got the center Josh Lorena. We also got Max Doucette out there, and we got Jared Benson on the line. Billy Drenepper's out on the field. Calvin Boudreau.
Roger that.
2nd and 7 for Revere from the Peabody 35-yard line.
Dylan Day on the far end.
Within the two of us, we have 100 years of service up there.
And there's Teo right up the middle. Takes it for 8 yards. Good enough for a first down.
That was Vecchio and Brandon Glass there on the tackle for Peabody. He's just eating up clock right now and eating up yardage.
There goes 72. Dominic Reed checking in. Giving Ala Tui a break. 58 checking in. Josimar Martinez. He's giving Jared Benson a break. So it looks like they're getting their subs in. I'm looking at the sideline. Again, much like last game, game's getting out of hand. I don't see Joey Lanos checking back into the game. I'm not even sure, except for on defense, if you're going to see Murphy check back into the game. And I would just have Boudreau hand it off the rest of the way. Boudreau, hand off to Tebby. Big hole. Good for 4 or 5 yards until he's stacked up.
Tebby on the carry.
It's great to have these guys who can just run and eat the clock.
Oh yeah, this is great. You need those type of ball players to finish off a game like this.
Another well-rounded game for Revere. They're leading 24-0. This is a start. I don't think it's late. I don't think it's late enough to say, but they start the season off 2-0. They are starting with some great momentum, and then of course Lynn Classical always plays them well. Probably the game of the year last year. Revere was down big, and they came back in the Lynn Classical game and beat them. Oh, the handoff. Teo running stiff arms. He might have gotten a handful of face masks there.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the plate.
Let's see what we have here there, Pat. We got a holding. Holding on the
Holding
offs.
against Revere.
That'll push him back. They're going to keep running it though, Pat.
Right. There's no reason not to. 3:47 left on the clock. Revere has no problem running the ball, getting their plays in. Even if Peabody gets the ball back, it's going to be really hard to score 24 points with this time.
Next to impossible, Pat. We have 2nd and 15, according to our scoreboard manager, Mr. Ira.
Oh, I know it. Yeah, I don't see him. He don't.
Good opportunity to get some of the subs in.
Yep,
Get
clock
some
is
kids
running.
a chance to play. A lot of underclassmen on this team. Boudreau under center. Had Tebby in the backfield, a little toss. He's going to cut it up, and he gets tackled. Nice tackle there by number 3.
That was Kyle Maglione on the play.
Carry.
grab the back of his jersey, take him down. We got a penalty flag on the field down in the back.
For Peabody.
The penalty or
Might be another hold.
15.
We don't know yet. We don't know what's going on. Hang on. Flag in the play.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
That's a personal foul.
Personal foul against Revere.
Late in the game, no reason to have that happen. That's going to push them back big time.
You get to play 60 minutes of football, or in this case, 48 minutes of football, Pat.
Well, you know, they're fortunate that they're up big and it's late in the game, but these are the types of plays when you're playing in a tight situation, a big game. You got to teach these players that stuff can't happen.
Yeah, you get to play smart. Right now, that was just a stupid play and a personal foul.
I wasn't able to see what was happening, but Boudreaux in shotgun formation. Adetebi right beside him. He's going to get the ball. I think everyone on the field knows Adetebi's going to get it.
Oh yeah.
Heavy on the carry.
It's going to be 4th and
That
long.
was Joe Casey with the tackle, number
Casey
33
on
for
the
Peabody.
last tackle for Peabody.
They're sending out their punting
4th
team.
and 26 for Revere.
Clock is still ticking. Just under 2.5 to go in the game.
Be nice if Revere can keep Peabody at a goose egg.
Oh, yeah. You know, to come back on defense, certainly you want to have them playing in some sort of a serious prevent. They're going to rush the punter here, though. Try and draw him off sides. Gets in his face.
Wow.
Kid got a piece of it. It's up in the air, and it's gonna be recovered. Peabody, number 5.
That was Brandon Kniff with the return. Dangerous return.
On the return.
Yeah. One of his blockers almost touched the football.
So Peabody's got 2 minutes to put some points on the board before we
First
call
and 10
this one.
for Peabody from their own 25-yard line.
So we'll see if Peabody sends out the same personnel. They're down 24 with 2 minutes to go.
Pat, are these new helmets the Pats wearing, or are they just painted?
So what they do is every year they put usually a fresh coat, a new paint job. Sometimes they have to upgrade and recertify the helmets. They get them recertified every year. I was talking to Keith, the trainer. He's also the equipment manager. And a lot of recertified helmets, but also they did put a new matte red color with a nice Revere Patriot logo, and they have the numbers on the back. Kids really like the helmets.
Yeah.
They're really sharp.
Incomplete pass.
Was Darius? No, who's that? Number 27 for the for Revere with the block on that play.
I think that's Mazer, Ali Mazer, the captain. So under 2 minutes to go, it's going to be second down. Peabody's passing game just isn't working with Revere. Revere's defensive front is getting in his face and really making the quarterback force the throws, and they're just not there.
10 for Peabody.
I'll tell you, Pauline had a couple good runs in the first half. Revere has just shut him down ever since.
Checking in on the Revere defensive line is Milton Rios, number 88. Also number 85, Zach Bowden. Good to see some fresh faces. They're just going to run it here. 41,
That's Paulino again.
dancing around. He gets 5 yards. He's a shifty little running back. You know, didn't really get one going, though.
No.
And I was looking at the box score for their last game, and he's certainly a player that got going, and they were just able to run up and down the field on Salem. Salem was a young team, a lot of rebuilding up there in Salem, and Peabody was able to manhandle them. Not tonight. 24-0. Revere leads with less than a minute to go. Make that a minute 25. Peabody's in no rush. They're just trying to get a few plays off.
Preparing for their next week's opponent.
Back to pass. And he's got a completion to number 15.
Yeah, that was
Jonathan
a.
Teixeira. That's going to be good for a first down around the 50.
Shira on the reception.
Here comes a no huddle.
Marco Soboni on the tackle.
Good for first down for Peabody.
So once the chains is set, the ball is placed down, the chains is set, then the clock restarts after a first down. So there's under a minute. Official clock is kept on the field. 84, Zach Speroni also checks in playing a bit of a corner position. And it's up. Oh, catching a fumble. Ryan Riazzi picks it up.
Oh my! Did he have that ball
That
long
is
enough?
a turnover on the field.
Picks up the fumble.
Yeah, he had the ball long enough according to the refs.
You know, I'm not quite sure who made that tackle, but
Nigro on the tackle for Peabody.
A
But I
couple of
think-
knees
I
pad.
think
This
that-
one's over.
yeah, I think that was Speroni who made the tackle and the fumble. I couldn't tell the number, but Riazzi picked it up, and Revere is going to take the victory formation and take a knee here. I would only imagine.
First and 10.
That's 62
Revere
points in
from
2
midfield.
games, only giving up 8. Revere's averaging 32 a
This was a
game.
good-
This is great,
This
great
is a
start
good
to the
team.
season.
You know, this is a good team.
62, yeah. And Peabody has to be saying, what the heck just happened? We put up 50 last week, and we got bupkissed this week.
Boudreau is going to take it in a bunch formation, just take the knee.
Yep.
Clock's going to tick. I think that's going to do it. Kids are
That-
shaking hands.
One more reminder, Revere fans.
That's going to make it a game there, Ricky.
Next week here at the
Pat, it was
stadium,
a great game, defensive battle. Something had to give today, and it looks like the Peabody offense gave up because the Revere defense was just stellar today, stellar. And their offensive stalwarts, their quarterback, receiver, and their running back who scored all 3 touchdowns was just incredible. Leos for Revere.
Not to
Fantastic
forget-
finish.
Yeah, not to forget, I mean, early in the game, Boudreau was on fire, just finding receivers. I
He
mean,
sure was.
Him and Murphy had a great connection going back and forth, and great game overall on the passing, the catching, and of course Lanos just finding those holes and putting in 3 scores. Riazzi still perfect from the kicking position, and Revere will start off this season 2-0 with great momentum. See you next week at Harry De La Russo Stadium versus Lynn Classical. This is Patrick Keefe
And Rick Freni.
signing off. Have a great night.